Hello, dear investors and traders. The analytical community is in touch with you, GURU.Markets. Thank you for helping our project. All links are in the description of this video. Dear viewer, I ask you to give this video your thumbs up in advance. Your thumbs up is extremely required for the development of the channel GURU.Markets. Now let's look at the main indicators of the organization Jumia Technologies Ag ADR, ticker JMIA. This review was made using current information as of August 3, 2024. By classification, GURU.Markets Corporation Jumia Technologies belongs to the subcategory Delivery. 56 companies participate in the comparison, which is very representative. We start with general information about the company. A little further, we will look at each parameter in a little more detail. If necessary, you can put it on stop. You can study each parameter of the corporation under study more thoroughly. Access to the table with the classification of company tickers is free. Thank you for your repost and other support. We really need all this. Well, friends, let's begin. Market capitalization of the company Jumia Technologies valued at $1.08 billion. And the market capitalization of the subcategory is $2,423 billion. Jumia Technologies Ag ADR accounts for a share of 0.045%. This is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.04 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $478 billion. Jumia Technologies Ag ADR accounts for 0.008% share. Comparing the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we see the following. Share Jumia Technologies in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 0.045%. The book value is 0.008%. This is 82% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Total company assessment Jumia Technologies will be presented at the end of the video. Please look at the logic of the study to the end. The organization's debts amount to $0.005 billion. Debt to book capitalization is 12.5% of capital. Result on the level of the company's financial obligations, good, 1 point. The company's stock price to earnings ratio is 0, while the average in the subcategory is 32.8, which is much worse than the average in the subcategory. Estimation of the company's market value to profit ratio in comparison with the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$113 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. This is extremely bad for the company. Estimation of the expected future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's value to revenue ratio is 5.4. The subcategory average of 2.2 is 145% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market price to revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $200 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. And this is very negative for the company. Assessment of projected future revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The sales margin is -56%, with an average for the subcategory of 6.7%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 62.8%. Assessment of sales profitability in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.11%. This is a 144% increase in market capitalization share. And this reflects the discrepancy between the current market value of the organization Jumia Technologies, rather towards underestimation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $371,000. And for the subcategory, $910,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's performance is 59.2%. Estimation of the volume of market capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is $0,000, with an average for the subcategory of $27,800. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of profit for each company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The amount of revenue per employee of the organization is $69,000. By subcategory, $412,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 497%. Estimation of the share of revenue for each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The volume of short transactions was 5.8%, with an average for the subcategory of 5.1%. This is an assessment of the possible risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 47% for the company Jumia Technologies, whereas for the subcategory this level is approximately 41%. Potentially, shares of the subcategory are valued in the same way as shares Jumia Technologies. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Jumia Technologies AG ADR and subcategory shares, we will see that over the last 12 months, the company's shares Jumia Technologies AG ADR showed dynamics of 141.3%. Against price changes in the subcategory -8.7%. This clearly does not indicate anything, but you need to take this fact into account. The total result is as follows. -6 out of 10 points. Average total for the subcategory, -0.1 points. If you look very broadly, within the stock market in the aggregate, you can see that the average result for the entire US stock market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against a score of -6 points for the company Jumia Technologies AG ADR. Let's look at the table of orders that is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all previously made decisions by the reference evaluation system GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the assessment of the company's securities Jumia Technologies, GURU.Markets. Open an order due to the fact that Jumia Technologies AG ADR overvalued subcategory company. We need to remind you that April 29, 2023. An order was published, ticker BIGC. Help System GURU.Markets. The following decision is made on this order. Close the deal. The profit was 16.5%. Thank you audience for watching this video and for using the information system from GURU.Markets. You really are the best audience.